Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing another video in my ranking series. I was going back in my videos and realized we haven't covered lips. So I want to talk about lip liners today. I feel like lip liner is one of those products that is kind of hard to mess up. For the most part, there's so many good ones on the market, even more than what I'm going to share with you for my top 10. I've tried countless brands. I was going to list them all for you. However, just going to blanket show you all the ones I've tried just so you know that I have had experience with a bunch of different formulas, and this is my conclusion for my top 10. I also asked my Instagram family what their favorite lip liners were, and we have some pretty similar ones, but there was one that came out on top for Instagram over all lip liners, which I will share with you at the end as well. I was conducting some research, but it was really fun to see what you guys think is the #1 lip liner as well. So without further ado, we're gonna jump in. I have two honorable mentions. I have the Nabla Cosmetics lip liners. These I was introduced to from my friend Steph Babs Beauty here on YouTube. She actually sent me these a while ago and told me I needed to try the Nabla formula. I love them. I could see these easily being further up in my list. However, Nabla is just harder for me to get here in Canada. But if you have an Ulta, I would check out Nabla because these are one of the most long-wearing lip liners that I currently have. I did a little wear test, and this one stood up to all the other ones I consider long-wearing. And this is one of those formulas that is super creamy. These remind me of a more long-wearing version of ColourPop. If that's your favorite lip liner, I would check out Nabla. In my 11th place spot, which was a lip pencil that was pretty high up there for Instagram actually, these are the Anastasia lip liners, and I love these for the color. The two colors I have specifically are some of my favorite colors of all time. If I were to just go off by color alone, these are two that I wear so often, especially this one right here you can see. So this is the shade Cool Brown. It is the perfect tone for my lips, for contour, and just giving that definition that I like, but I also love this shade in Auburn, which has a little bit more warmth to it. So these are a traditional pencil formula. I love that they're kind of squared as well. These I feel like are one of the most precise lip liners once you sharpen them. They are just a tinier pencil formula that can go really pointy. So if you're looking for definition, these are really good. However, compared to some other pencil formulas that I'm going to be mentioning, these just don't have as long of wear. These are still incredible, but I'm talking about just a couple hours difference within my wear test that these didn't last as long as others. If you like the ABH formula, I have so many great recommendations for you because I personally really love a traditional pencil myself. So these are up there. There's just others that wear a little bit longer, maybe have a better color selection, a little bit creamier, just a couple differences that set them apart from these, but these are great and I'm so happy with the two that I have. If you're a fan of ABH, you're gonna love these. These are the Morphe traditional pencil lip liners. I do have one of their retractable ones. This is the Soulmate. The filling gel lip liner. I do like a gel. I would say if wear isn't an issue for you and you have more of a dry lip, a formula like a gel is going to be your best friend. For most people, I feel like a pencil is going to do just fine, and they're so affordable. I love my Sweet Tea one. As you can see, it's my most used. Color-wise, there are a bunch of favorites I use. Spiffy, Bite Me, and Sweet Tea are my favorites that I currently have. And I like these obviously for their price. I think they're fantastic. A great affordable option if you like a traditional wood pencil liner. My 9th place spot is the least amount of wear. However, I feel like these still deserved a spot in my top 10 because I love this formula. This is a gel, and this is a gel done beautifully. This is the Sephora Collection lip liners, and this is truly a slept-on product. I feel like often my lips can be pretty dry. These are the only things that aren't going to tug or exfoliate my lips in the process because they're so creamy. That being said, I do feel like a gel liner doesn't always last as long as some other drier formulas, but the pigment in these are incredible. So if you want pigment, glide, moisture, these are something you're going to want to check out. And also the price point is really good because this is Sephora collection. So this deserved a spot in my top 10. My 8th place spot is an affordable alternative for those of you who really like the Fenty lip liners. I think those are incredible for wear and they have that glide that I'm often looking for, which I just have one of the Fenty, but I'd love to get more. However, I have a more affordable alternative that I think are just as good, if not better, than the Fenty, and they're the Maybelline Lifter Liners. This rivals my most long-wearing lip liner, which you will see in my number 1 spot. These are extremely long-wearing and they're a drugstore price tag. So if you are looking for a drugstore option that's easily accessible to you, I love the colors that Maybelline has in their lifter liners. I have a pink, a nude, and a deep brown shade, which are the 3 tones of my most used colors that I go for, but I love this nude shade and it went viral on TikTok for good reason. This is the shade On It, and this one lives in my purse because I don't want to lose a more expensive lip liner, and this one wears so long and it's creamy. These you do have to sharpen, but it has that creaminess to it. So if you are a fan of a pencil but want it a little bit creamier with long wear, good price tag. I mean, I could see these being people's number 1, and a lot of people on Instagram actually said that the lifter liners were their number 1 lip liner, and I can honestly see why. It's such a good formula, and I was so happy with this launch, especially the shade On It. If you like colors similar to me, you need to get on it. Right? We gotta have a cheesy joke in here somewhere. I'm not gonna verbally say my ranking anymore because I already messed it up, I'm pretty sure. In my next place spot, I have the Makeup by Cheryl lip liners, and I love these for their color, their formula. I don't find these as long wearing as some other formulas, but they are a good wear. So nothing wrong with the wear. There's just a couple others that you're gonna see that I like more than this, that wear a little bit more. If you love a nude lip, Mario has done his line so good. So you'll find a lip liner for your perfect nude lipstick in his line. He just knows tonally what works, and there's so many that I absolutely love from his line. Tons that are on my wish list, honestly, that I want to pick up, but I just have 2 here. I have Travis, which is a deeper color, and Almond, which I recently got into, and it's such a beautiful tone for my everyday lip combo. I love that when you purchase a Mario lip pencil, they come with a sharpener, because if you're having to sharpen your lip liner, you should have something to do it, right? I think so. So he covered that, because most companies, they're not going to offer you a sharpener with their product. In his packaging, there is one. So don't throw out the packaging until you get the sharpener out. These are the sharpeners I use. I used to use a MAC sharpener, but I do really like the Mario sharpeners. I think they go perfectly with his formula. So this is another go-to lip liner of mine. You can feather out the line of your lip with the brush on the end. This isn't a selling point for me personally because I honestly feel like I forget to wash any kind of product that has a brush attachment. At least that's me. I prefer a brush that's separate from my product. However, if you're in a pinch, you need to use this on the go. The option's there. So I do like that aspect. I have lost the cap of this one, but it's around here somewhere. This is a favorite lip liner of mine, and it was in that spot. Next up, we have the Charlotte Tilbury lip liners. And I know this is a lot of people's number 1, or at least really high up on their list. This is my 5th place spot. It used to be much higher, so it's funny how launches have come out and I've changed my opinion. Getting into the top 5 for me though, if you purchase any of these formulas, honestly any in the top 10, but specifically the top 5, you are going to absolutely love your purchase, because Charlotte Tilbury is arguably one of the most long-wearing lip liners. It was probably my most long-wearing lip liner until I discovered my 1st place spot. So these are really good for the wear. They're creamy, they're a pencil you have to sharpen. Beautiful colors, beautiful tones. As you can see, I have a bunch in my Charlotte Tilbury collection. If you're really into pinks and mauves, I feel like Charlotte Tilbury really caters to that kind of color story, the pillow talk color, they really ran with it. I feel like their lip liners also showcase that. The pillow talk kind of color, whether you're fair or deeper complected, they really have a pinky color for your lips. So I feel like if you like that, though they do have different colors, but I truly feel like if you like a pinky mauve nude, Charlotte Tilbury, you're gonna find it. They have so much variation in that kind of family. The thing I love about these is that I can also wear it just all over my lip without it being too drying. So I love to wear Pillow Talk liner all over my lip. I like it even more than Pillow Talk lipstick. I personally just love the lip liner as is on my lips. So perfect kind of pinky mauve shades that are long wearing if you're looking for. I know Charlotte Tilbury is a fan favorite, but it falls in my 5th place spot. We love a drugstore option in our top 5. And this is my personal favorite drugstore option. It is NYX in both the traditional pencil formula as well as their Line Loud formula. These are incredible for where the colors are there. The traditional pencil formula really reminds me of MAC. I have so many good shades for a nude lip. However, what really stands out to me, even though I love the traditional pencils, is their Line Loud line. They are incredible for wear. They're creamy. You still have to sharpen them. They're not retractable. I love the color coordinated packaging, the colors, the wear, the glide. This formula for me is top tier. And if you're on a budget, look no further, go to NYX, either a pencil or the Line Loud. I'd probably go Line Loud, though the pencil has served me for years. I've been using them for so long. Both are fantastic. NYX knows what they're doing when it comes to lip liners. And I know if I was in a pinch and needed to pick up a affordable lip liner, I'd go straight to NYX. We're getting into top 3, and if this is your first video of mine, you're not gonna guess my number 1. If you follow me, you probably will. These next 3 brands for lip pencil, I can't even tell you how much I love these. And also it was showcased in my Instagram poll how much people loved these 3 formulas. This was almost number 1 in my poll, but not quite. These are the Makeup Forever Artist Color lip pencils. What's fantastic about this formula is not only colors can be used as a lip liner, depending on the shade, because you have to see what kind of pigment they have in it, you can actually use these on your eyes, on your face, basically whatever you can think of, which Makeup Forever always caters to makeup artists, and that's what I love about the brand, and their lip liners are no exception. They're for your imagination. A lot of these shades have gone viral on TikTok. I feel like Makeup Forever lip pencils are a very TikTok viral brand, but also a very traditional makeup artist viral type of product. If you're a makeup artist or a content creator, this lip pencil blends the two and is a fan favorite amongst everyone. It is so good. It made to my top 3, not my number 1 because of shade variety. If I had a random color lipstick, I might not necessarily find the lip liner that I would like for that lipstick, which my number 2 brand comes in for that. And it is my most owned lip pencil. Arguably could be my number 1. If you base it simply on color selection and how many options you have, this could easily be my number 1. However, how I personally ranked it was for formula and wear. And as much as I love the color selection in this next one, which I'm going to share with you now, my number 1 still beats this slightly, but you catch me on a day I'm wearing a hot pink lip, and I'm going to be picking MAC Cosmetics because they have the best selection of lip liners depending on if you have a nude lip, a colored lip, a black lip. If you're wearing just a black lipstick and you don't want to use eyeliner anymore, because I've been there many times, they have the shade Caviar, which can go with your black lipstick. So I love how MAC has that versatility there. They're an artist favorite. Their traditional pencil. MAC Cosmetics is what really got me into makeup to begin with. Their lip liners are one of those things that I can see a color and be like, that's MAC Cork, that's MAC Spice. Like, I have an eye for MAC lip pencils. They were my number one for years, and only recently, based on the formula of my number one, did they get kicked out of the first place spot. However, I always go to them when I'm wearing a colorful lip or anything that's basically not nude. And even my nudes, like I could list you so many favorite MAC lip liners over the years that I have used. They are so fantastic, and if you need any color for any lipstick, you're gonna find it in MAC. They literally have everything. So that's why I love MAC Cosmetics. They're reliable, they're traditional pencil formula. You can get that point super sharp if you need that definition, versatile color. The only thing about MAC is that over the years, their traditional wood pencils don't have as long of wear as some other lip liners that are coming out on the market. That is where MAC has their Pro Longwear line and all those other sort of additions to their regular lip pencil. So I feel like no matter what, even if you were looking for wear, you could still find it in MAC. So MAC is so good, and that was actually the number one on my Instagram of you guys. So you guys love MAC just as much as I do, but I feel like this one is slept on. Not many people know, but the people who do know that these are actually bulletproof. My number one is from Freck Beauty. And it's so funny because I can't think of anything from Freck Beauty that I really use. And these are my favorite. So it's one of those brands that I have personally slept on. And then I discovered these. They are hands down the best wearing lip liners I've ever used. And what I love about these, but can also be a downside though. But I love this, is that they're retractable. I can still get a precise line with this, but you're not going to be able to sharpen that any further than what the point already is. So it's more of a domed kind of shape, but it's tiny enough for me that I can get the job done. I tend to blend my lip line anyways, so this sort of size works for me. But if you really need precision, a pencil liner that's a little bit drier is always going to be your best friend over something that's more creamy like this. But this is creamy and long wearing, which you don't often find, honestly, in a lip liner that is creamy like this. The glide is there, it doesn't dry out my lips, the wear is there. I love that I don't have to fiddle around with a sharpener, so I can keep this in my purse too and not have to worry that I'm out and need to sharpen my lip liner. It's gonna be there for me. This is slept on, but I highly, highly recommend checking out Freck. They don't have as good of color selection as other brands, but if you find one that you love, like I do, I have shade 5. I love this shade so much. It goes with everything that I want it to go with. Then you will be so happy with this formula. And I wanted you guys to check out some new stuff too. So I hope this video helped you out. Kind of check out the lip liners that are on the market, what I have used and what I feel is the best out there. Lip liner to me is one of those things that's really hard to mess up. I have used a couple bad lip liners in my career, however, few and far between. Most formulas will get the job done, but if you're looking for the best of the best, these are my top 10. I hope this helps you out. Let me know what your favorite lip liner and color is in the comment section below. I would love to check out your favorites as well. Thank you so much for watching this video, and if it's your first time here, I would love for you to subscribe to my channel by hitting the red subscribe button, the bell to be notified of all my future videos, and I will see you in my next one.